Yeah, good morning, everyone. Today's topic is understanding hypertension. So, generally, everyone would like to have healthy or normal blood pressure, but what exactly does it mean? Basically, each time when the heart beats, it pumps blood into the blood vessels. This creates a pressure against the walls of blood vessel. This is called as blood pressure. Normally, a healthy person, it rises and falls throughout the day. But when blood pressure remains high for a longer time, and left untreated, it can lead to serious health complications. In general, a persistent increase in blood pressure higher than normal blood pressure is known as hypertension. Higher blood pressure usually develops over time. It can happen because of unhealthy lifestyle choices, for example, not having enough regular physical activity, obesity, smoking, high alcohol consumption, stress, etc. There are other risk factors such as age. As people get older, the arteries can stiffen up and narrow as excess fat builds up. And one more thing is family history, uh, like a person immediate family such as your father or mother having the problem already can cause hypertension. Excess salt intake per day, not eating enough food with potassium can increase blood pressure and risk of stroke and chronic kidney disease. Eating processed food and fast foods, fatty foods, uh, and they make the heart work harder to push blood through the body, hence causing blood pressure to rise. On the other hand, lack of physical activity is also linked to obesity and further to high blood pressure. Another one is stress. Reacting to stress in unhealthy ways or not managing stress can also increase the blood pressure. Moving on, hypertension does not have any obvious signs and symptoms, which is why it's often called a silent killer. It puts people at risk for several diseases from cardiovascular problems to kidney failure, stroke, and even eye damage and blindness. Hence, early and accurate diagnosis is very important in management of hypertension. Measuring the blood pressure is the only way to know whether a person is having high blood pressure or not. Generally, when symptoms do occur, they include morning headaches or tiredness, vision changes, buzzing in the ears, fatigue, noise, nausea or vomiting. If person is experiencing some of these symptoms, then one should get their blood pressure checked. Fortunately, high blood pressure can be easily diagnosed. There is a quote: "Your blood pressure is one of the easiest and simplest diagnostic tool, which can tell one so much about their current and possible future health." It is usually measured with an instrument called sphygmomanometer. The blood pressure is recorded in two numbers, systolic and diastolic. Now let's try and understand what do these numbers actually mean. A healthy and normal blood pressure should be lower than 120 by 80, or it can be also read as 120 over 80 millimeters mercury. Here, the upper number indicates systolic blood pressure, which means pressure in the blood vessels when the heart contracts, whereas lower number indicates diastolic blood pressure, means pressure in the blood vessels when the heart rests between beats. If blood pressure is more than 140 by 90 millimeters mercury, then the person have hypertension. If the person have BP levels higher than this, then he she might be at risk of developing serious heart diseases in future. This risk can be prevented and reduced by taking steps toward a healthier lifestyle, such as regular exercise, healthy diet. Again, everyone, people know about this, but it's very difficult to follow. Quit smoking, regular blood pressure monitoring, stress management, henceforth, and adherence to medication also. Blood pressure is successfully controlled with such lifestyle modifications, then it might avoid, delay, or reduce the need of medication. So let's take a look at these strategies one by one. Regular first, we can start with regular exercise or physical activity. Exercise can be a drug-free approach to lowering high blood pressure. Regular physical activity makes person's heart stronger. If one have a strong and healthy heart, it can pump more blood with less effort. So if a heart has to work less to pump, the force on the blood vessel will decrease and lowers the blood pressure. In other case, as we all are aware that age and weight gain are two major risk factors for high BP. So if the blood pressure is at a desirable level, that is less than 120 by 80 millimeters mercury, then exercise can help prevent it from rising as you age. Regular exercise also helps you maintain a healthy weight, which in my opinion is an important way to control blood pressure. One should aim for at least 30 minutes of aerobic activity most days of the week. High BP level can be reduced by doing regular structured exercises such as brisk walking, jogging, or swimming, etc. So that is the first point. Second thing, healthy diet. Diet also plays important role in controlling blood pressure. A diet with a higher intake of vegetables, fruits, whole grains is recommended for hypertensive patients for lowering blood pressure or preventing hypertension through dietary intervention. One can adopt a dietary pattern such as DASH diet or Mediterranean diet, eating less saturated fat and total fat, getting plenty of potassium, limiting the amount of sodium in the diet, and limiting alcohol consumption. DASH stands for dietary approaches to stop hypertension diet. Eating a DASH diet, that is rich in whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and low fat dairy products such as toned milk and henceforth, and schemes on saturated fat and cholesterol can lower one's blood pressure by up to 11 millimeters mercury if having higher blood pressure. Reduce sodium in your diet. Even a small reduction in the sodium in the diet can improve the heart's health and reduce blood pressure by about 5 to 6 millimeters mercury if you have high blood pressure. To decrease sodium in your diet, you can consider tips like read food labels. If possible, choose low sodium alternatives of the foods and beverages you normally buy. Eat fewer processed food. Only a small amount of sodium occurs naturally in foods. Most sodium is added during processing, so you can eat natural products. Don't add salt. Just 1 level teaspoon of salt has 2300 milligrams of sodium. Avoid adding salt to food. Stopping smoking helps your blood pressure return to normal. Quitting smoking can effectively reduce your risk of heart disease and improve your overall health. Regular blood pressure monitoring. Some of the hypertensive patients check their blood pressure by visiting doctors, but it is not always possible for patients to visit doctors and check up their blood pressure. Hence, most often I advise patients self-monitoring of their BP levels. So self-monitoring helps a person to measure BP at different times throughout the day over a longer period of time. It also assists doctor to get a more complete picture of person's blood pressure readings at different times of a day. Further, helps us in better prediction of cardiovascular morbidity and mortality rather than single routine blood pressure measurements that occur during a clinic visit. Stress management. By learning how to relax and manage stress can improve emotional and physical health and lowers blood pressure. Stress management techniques include exercising, listening to music, focusing on something calm or peaceful, and meditating. Next point is adherence to medicine. A medicine to lower blood pressure may be recommended by doctor if your blood pressure is consistently high, usually at or above 140 by 90 millimeters mercury. Adherence to medicine is very important as it controls your blood pressure regularly. At last, I would like to suggest that there is nothing more precious than having a fit and healthy life. Adopting healthy lifestyle can help us to enjoy long and healthy life. High blood pressure can be prevented as well as controlled in many ways. Keeping blood pressure in normal range is very important in preventing cardiovascular complications. It is very much possible to maintain normal blood pressure levels with regular monitoring and preventive care. Thank you.